So how has it been since you arrived to Portugal?
It has been very good. Lisbon has treated us very good, very well. I think we are having a good time. The weather is good, and the first 2 rehearsals went very good. We were very happy with the result. We put a lot of effort and work into the staging, and I think everything's open. We don't know who's gonna win, who's gonna get into the final. Even I'm really looking forward to tonight's semi-final decision. That's gonna be very exciting.
Yes.
And I just wish the best of luck to all my friends from the other countries.
So a piece of fresh news. What do you think about Cyprus just overtaking the first place in the odds?
I know, yeah, I heard that already. It's I like the song. It's very catchy, and I mean, she might be one of the best performers. She's very professional, and it's really on point with the dancers, and she sings great. I think it's deserved to be on odds number 1. I don't know what that means for the final result. We never know how a country is going to do at the jury voting, and if the televoters are going to be on it too, because I think it's mainly a feeling that the fans inside of the arena also have, but I think it could definitely win, but it's Eurovision, so you never know.
Yeah, usually when it changes so close to the final result, it just means that nobody knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
and they're just betting on basically everything.
That's crazy, because I couldn't tell who's gonna win. For a long time I thought Bulgaria could win. I'm not sure about that now after the rehearsals. I think it's still gonna do good and do top 5, top 10 at least, I think. Same with France. It's one of my favorite songs. I for a long time thought it could win, or it's gonna win. I'm not sure about that now, but it could easily do top 5. But I could tell that for 2 or 3 different countries like Estonia, I really can't tell. Israel, of course, there are like 5, 6 countries where you could think, well, yeah, that could be a winner, but it just could. And maybe it's going to be someone completely different at the end.
Germany.
Yeah. I don't think that I'm able to win. I just can't imagine that after the last 3 years of Germany, that would be like going from here right on top.
Yes.
But I've heard that some people think that I'm a dark horse, whatever that means exactly, but it might mean that I could be a surprise act doing much better than people think, and if that comes true, I would definitely buy that. I'm happy, and I think it's also a lot cooler than maybe be a surprise act than being someone up in the odds for a long time, because the pressure is so high. I can imagine how Netta would feel like after all these weeks with this hype, and I don't want to be in that position, because I got the feeling she only can lose at some point, because she's been number 1 for the long time. Everyone said she's gonna win, and if she doesn't win, I mean, for Israel, also a 2nd or 3rd place would be good, but then if you compare it to like the whole feeling since weeks, I guess she will be sad if she doesn't win. But
absolutely,
let's see, it's Eurovision.
Yes. And if we just go back to what you said about Germany, well, it's not an easy country to represent at the moment. Why do you think Germany is stuck somewhere in the low part of the rankings?
It's a good question. It's hard to say, but because I think they did good. They did a good job. They were great singers also in the last few years. But somehow something was missing, and I mean, you can discuss that for hours. Maybe it was just too normal good, because it was good, but it was not something that people would keep in mind after listening to 26 countries, because either you need to be very colorful and loud with fireworks, or you should get them emotional and be very personal and quiet, and like Portugal last year, for example. And it wasn't one of these ways. It was somewhere in the middle. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe I can get a better result with my personal story, and people will keep Michael Schulte in mind because of his hair or something. I don't know, or because of the staging. But we'll see. I just hope that it's going to be better than the last 3 years.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
And if yourself, you could handpick the person that's going to represent Germany next year.
Next year.
Who would you choose?
I would do it all again. Yeah. I could do that every year. It's so much fun. I love just being here at Eurovision because I've always been a fan. I've watched every Eurovision since I can think, and being here is like, oh my god, it's even better than I thought. It's the first time really being in this Eurovision bubble, and I can see myself being here every year.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be cool.
You could always try.
Yeah, I could try.
And among the recent German entries, who's your favorite then? Since Lena.
Since Lena, it might be Roman Lob, I think. Really liked that song, was very catchy. He did good. He's a cool guy. I had a chat with him right before the Eurovision, and I think he's just also a very humble and honest guy, someone really down to earth. So, a little bit like I am also, and I think that's something that people like.
Yes.
Because he was also just wearing like his hat and the jeans and just being normal, and that's like the jeans I'm gonna wear on stage also. So I'm just a normal guy.
Okay, great. For the next part, I just have like a few words. If you can answer to each word with one word as well, what it makes you think of. Yeah. So, it's gonna be very basic, but Germany.
Home.
Unser Song für Lissabon.
Success.
How was this experience? When you look back at it now, what do you keep in mind from it?
I keep in mind the moment where I got like the maximum points and got through to Eurovision in Lisbon, because that was everything I wanted. I always knew I don't want to stop there. I wanted to get to Lisbon, and I did it.
Okay, great. You let me walk alone.
Can I? It's more than one word.
Yeah, you can.
It's one word. Song of my life, written together.
Family.
It's important, and love, if I can add another one.
Life story.
Life story.
That's 2 words, so you're allowed 2 words as well.
Life story. Oh, that's hard. That's really hard. It's describing myself or my...
Like yourself in relation to your song and to what you want to... You can select it as a real question if you have a lot to say.
Well, I consider myself sometimes as a lonesome writer, but I am not that alone anymore, because I got my girlfriend, my family, of course, but I am a guy that also sometimes loves to be alone and be all by myself. And I'm also someone that really wants to decide what he's going to do as a musician, because it was very important for me to write my own song for this competition, and that I can decide what I'm going to do on stage. So, yeah, I mean, Lonesome Rider sounds kind of alone and negative, but I don't want to let myself change. I just want to be who I am. I'm just and let's say normal guy. I'm a normal guy.
I think Lonesome Rider sounds quite badass, actually. It's
okay.
Lonesome
Rider. I'm not a badass, maybe. But if it's that, it's okay.
It's a good title. Okay. Lisbon.
Adventure.
I think I read somewhere that you were in Portugal last year when Portugal won.
I was in Porto when Portugal won, so that was a good sign. Also, a little reason why I tried this year, because there were a few things that I thought, okay, maybe this is the year where I should try, and that was another sign.
And Eurovision?
I could use the word adventure again. I think it's just very fitting. For me, it's a great adventure and something I will never forget.
Okay, and what are you still looking forward to now that it's almost there, it's starting for real tonight.
I mean, what it's all about, the final, of course, and then the final points, and if Germany will get some points finally.
Yes.
My great hope is to get 12 points from somewhere. I mean, it's hard to get 12 points, of course, and that would be more points than Germany did in total last year. But I mean, now that I'm here, having a chance to get 12 points, having that moment where you say our 12 points go to Germany, I mean, I would go totally crazy. I could see myself cry, so that would be amazing.
That's,
Fly away, fly, baby, fly, reaching the stars above, touching the sky.